Hello. This is 6 for 6 on consistency, building in public, doing cold outreach at the moment in LinkedIn profiles. I'll share with you a strategy that I am testing out from a Spotify channel that I've been listening to. Sounds like it makes sense, but let's just run the numbers. So consistency, 7.5 out of 10. 6 YouTube video in a row. Execution, I'll probably bump that a bit more to like a 3 out of 10. I'll tell you why, because I've got a trial run on Wednesday coming up, doing like an hour podcast, so we'll see how that goes. Intelligence, I am switching based on what I'm hearing, so yeah, I would say I'd bump that up to 6 out of 10. So for you guys that aren't following, intelligence is your ability to change behaviors based on new information. So the reason why I bumped it up to a 6 out of 10 is because I'm constantly learning. But for those that don't know, that's all about being smart. The difference is intelligence is where you actually act on it. And when you act on it, that's a change of behavior. So I'm posting this just before I hit work. So I'd say like an hour and a half worth of work. So I did 14 out of 20 reach outs on LinkedIn. For those that don't know, LinkedIn allows only 20 reach outs per day if you're doing it every day. The niche that I'm aiming at are divorce coaches and consultants. Here's a DM template that I'm using. You guys are more than happy to use this. So essentially, I'm pitching to the fact that LinkedIn is actually releasing a For You page. What does that mean for you? The favoring short form video. So if you're not in on this now, I'd love to help you. I guess it kind of sounds a bit salesy, but we'll see what kind of replies that I get. I'm noticing not a lot of people have videos, so for those that are following, get on LinkedIn short form. I mean, I'm not hiding anything. Come on, guys, let's do some work. Reach out to some LinkedIn profiles and make them famous, shall we? I mean, essentially, that's what marketing is. People need to know more about you. So this is the strategy I got from the podcast. You make heaps of comments. You comment on your feed 30 minutes before you upload your own content. Okay? So this is where I got this from. I need to follow this guy on LinkedIn. Ryan Denari talks about LinkedIn growth, freelance consulting versus niche sites, and content briefs and over optimization on EP10 of TWIDM. I have absolutely no idea what that means. All I know was I listened to the section where he talked about LinkedIn growth, and that's what he mentioned. Comment and like on everyone that you're following 30 minutes prior to when you post, and apparently that's going to give you a boost. So I'm going to give that a shot for the next 7 days and report back. Outreach and investment accounts. What's been happening? People have been biting on the PR offer for a bit of nibbles. But I got one guy, he reached out to me. Essentially, he was asking me if I could help him. But I provided value to him, talking to him about what I'm trying to create. Essentially, a lead gen cross PR offer. He actually liked it. So we're going to run through a practice run on Wednesday, see whether or not he likes it or not. He found it pretty compelling. Essentially, he runs a school program on the community, like a B2B offer helping scale conversions in school. We'll see how that's like. And it's only trials. And again, ultimately, it's reps. And we all need reps here when we're beginners, okay? Because we have no idea what's good or bad. And ultimately, if you don't get the reps up, then how can you get data? Right? As a beginner, you need data because we're not looking for quality at the moment. I mean, sure, we can chase quality, but right now, I don't even know what the difference between good and bad is. All I know is just I gotta show up. And when it comes to being a beginner, the skills that you need to be developing, this is my second week. It's all about showing up professionally. like just showing up to work. You even just show up, even if you don't see results. If you see like results that are like 5 views in a video, like are you still gonna show up? Because that's the most important thing. Because just forget about thinking about monetization. I mean, that is the goal. But can you just show up for yourself and for your goals and your dreams? I mean, I learned this in my sales program because this is what we do. We ask clients, we ask them, like, I know you're scared, but the most important thing is, do you actually believe that this is going to get you to your goals? And they generally respond by saying yes. But if you do know that, are you willing to sacrifice at least 2 hours of your time, or even 1 hour of your day per day, to achieve your goals? And then the kicker, you just say, do you actually feel like your goals are worth it? And then they go, what do you mean? And then they go, do you actually feel like your goals are worth 1 hour of your day? Or how do you feel? Or how do you feel makes it neutral, and that's just a big slap in the face. Because everyone wants that 2.0 version of their life. They want that financial freedom, that time freedom. They want to get out of that 9 to 5 grind. But not everybody wants to put in the work. And one thing you hear about people in this space when it comes to business, people want to do these things, but when it comes to actioning it, people don't want to action anything, especially when it comes to the start. And one thing I've noticed when it comes to being a beginner, people don't want to see ugly, raw, unedited content, which is interesting because whether or not this is like a blue ocean strategy and people want to see content like this, I mean, if I'm thinking about it, the mind shift that I'm seeing, and a lot of people, this is not new. This is not a new concept or new idea. It's a recycled concept. If I can see myself 5 to 6 months down the line, consistently doing a video, watching back onto this, I mean, surely that was going to be educational. I mean, so far I've released 6 videos in a row. There's one of them that's, I wouldn't say gone viral, but it's got more views than the other, and I'm trying to figure out why. Most likely it's the title, but people are here for the content. Let's be honest. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find the audience that I can build a product around. So in a sense, if I can solve a solution, then I guess you don't need to be as salesy. So watch this space. This is going to be a bit of a tease for Wednesday. I feel like moving forward, tomorrow, yep, I'll still be posting my progress. I'm still warming up my emails. I need to check out Hunter.io. I'm going to update my school actually. What I'm going to do on school, because I'm still paying for it, is that's going to be my lead magnet into just giving them free value on how to create a hybrid agency offer of cold email. So essentially, it would be a cold email, collect emails from podcast hosts, scrape it all, and then reach out to every single podcast in the space and ask to get to join on the show. I mean, that would be quite compelling. It's a PR offer. See how that goes. And on Wednesday, I'll probably will do another daily update and then do a podcast. That'll happen at night. Then I'll upload the next day. But yeah, again, appreciate you joining me on the ride, and if you stick with it, well, ultimately, if I stick, I will be sticking with it. Watch where this space happens in another 7 days, because I feel like the the needle has moved. It definitely hasn't moved big, but it has moved. So yeah, I appreciate you following. I am off to work now, and yeah, for all those that are still on the 9 to 5, squeeze everything you can. This is just a 10-minute video, and I'm only gonna get better. Peace.